Gotta knock it off. Yeah. Yo, stop playing. Hit the like button. Hit the hype button. Hype the video. What are y'all doing? What are we doing? How did hip hop get here? You understand? Now I know you saying, yo, that ain't God. Yo, Jaden Smith is not hip hop. His father is though. So when I say, what are y'all doing? I'm really curious. How did we get here, Jaden? Why? Why are you allowing yourself to be used as an agent for destruction? Now, I may be asking the wrong person, Jaden. I gotta keep that in consideration. You may not be the person to ask because you may have been a victim your entire life. You understand? It may have been nobody there to protect you. Hold on. Sidebar. Sidebar. Hold on.
Okay, I'm freestyle. I said, free rock him. I might fly to Sweden to free him. Braid my wig, ASAP tat on my ribs. Switch with him, then I can fuck all.
Hold up. What was that look? What was that look, Flex? You thought he was about to cook? What's that? This before he said the pause. This why Flex, man. Don't get me wrong, Flex. I love the bomb. I don't listen, Flex. I was in the Palladium. First got booked. Don't think I'm not a fan of Funkmaster Flex. Hard to get a ticket to. Understand? I'm a youngin' in high school. I'm not even supposed to be in the Palladium. I'm getting busy down there. However, there was a lot of times you say, yo, everybody can't come upstairs, and then it was like, bro, there's a lot of people upstairs that we feel shouldn't be upstairs. Everybody can't come up here. Well, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Hold up. You got that look on like, yo, he's about to cook. Yeah, he about to cook something you don't want.
With him, then I can fuck all the sweetened men that I wanna. Actually, I'm gonna heat it up.
Look at Flex face. He don't know how'd you get yourself into that situation, Flex? How'd you get yourself into that situation? Why is he booked on your show? This is what I'm saying. The payola is crazy, bro. Right? A lot of people say, yo, Ebro messed up radio. I don't know nothing about that, but payola definitely, you got to understand, the people who set up and designed payola, they didn't care about our music. So what do they care if they sell out? What was this West Coast gimmick? I can't call Tyler a gimmick rapper. I can't call him. But I don't know if he deserved to be on the radio station.
Real quick, motherfucker, I'm LeBron. Listen, Flex, we just met, but I know it don't seem like R. Kelly wet dreams. I always keep 16s, nigga. Me and Flex looking in the index for buff net niggas just for some hot butt sex.
Yo, these young kids are stupid today, bro. The trolling is crazy. But for an old head like myself, if you don't catch on that they be trolling fast, you get your blood pressure's up. Oh yeah, my daughter trolls my wife all the time, and I gotta tell her, yo, stop. Why you even going back and forth with her? She's trolling you. And she looks, my wife has this mesmerized, you trolling me? So now she says trolling all the time. So it's like she's in the know, like she's hip. Listen, baby, there's a lot of words you need to learn right now. She could be glazing you, trolling you, rizzing you. It's crazy out here. I can't keep up. But these kids, they do it so, it's like a first nature. Now look at Tyler, and he's looking at Flex like, okay, now what you gonna do? Flex is like, no, I worked too hard. Why'd I bring up Tyler? Tyler, because Jaden.
Down. So if you could just step back a little bit, just a little bit, just so they don't shut us down or whatever. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of you. Tyler the Creator is my fucking boyfriend. Okay, if you take anything away from this fucking show, that's what you need to take away. Run the next song. I think they'll like it.
All right. What a lot of you black people gotta understand is, I see y'all bugging out over this Target boy. And I'm not boycotting Target. Oh, they repealed the DUI, the DIE, the diversity, equity, inclusion. Yeah, DIE. They repealed it. Yo, we gotta boycott Target. Yo, that wasn't even for DEI wasn't for you, idiot. It wasn't for you. They only use you as a token. They only use you as a token just to make it more legit. When you gonna figure that part out? You already had something called affirmative action, idiot. You had affirmative. Why do you need two agendas to set you, to highlight your civility? You had one and it was called affirmative action. Everything you need to get a job, everything you need to get ahead of the white man. And now you want more with the inclusive of the rainbow community? You're bugging out. You're bugging out, man. Let the rainbow community have what they have and stop being used as a token Negro so they can legitimize what they got going on. Whatever they got going on, it should be able to stand on its own. Now you got agents out here that's trying to turn, that's trying to influence. Let me say that, trying to influence your children to go to one side. Here's the thing: you never had to persuade a child or anybody when I was growing up to be heterosexual, or no, you definitely didn't have to persuade them to be heterosexual. You was just gonna have to wait to see what team they was playing for, and then whatever team they was playing for, they was playing for. All that influencing somebody is crazy, whack. Get into your I don't know what you're doing, Jaden. I don't like it. So let's get into that story. I don't know what you got going on. And I'm not saying I don't like you as a person. Because if that's who you are as a person, I don't got nothing against that. But I think they're using you to be an influence on others. That's the part I don't like, Jaden. But anyway, it says Jaden strips down to nothing but red paint, calls it a way of life. The rapper, so you are part of what they call hip hop, I guess. You a rapper. The rapper and designer stripped naked to celebrate the launch of his men's fall winter 2006 collection with Christian Louboutin. Wow. I don't know how to take this. I don't know how to take this. I just feel you and your family have been doing way too much, bro. And not in a good way. And just way too much. Jaden Smith is celebrating the launch of his debut collection as Christian Louboutin men's. Let me just stop here. I know there's a lot of different nationalities. I know that. But can I say this? Black people, when are we going to stop being used as, I mean, we already know we were slaves, right? And they still using our energy to sell things. Why? All of these European designers, yo, you can't, this is not even your line. Why you couldn't come out by yourself with your own Jaden Smith line? Your name is not big enough. Did you really need to be under Christian Louboutin? That's the brand you want. I mean, it is a what they call that, a luxury brand, but all money ain't good money. Shout out to Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan, man. Dapper Dan, start selling Dapper Dan clothes. That's all I'm gonna say. You got a new Louboutin men's creative director and an attention-grabbing man. Okay. Earlier this month, the multi-hyphenate entertainer and son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith unveiled his first fall-winter 2006 collection of the world-renowned brand. So I'm sure your parents are proud. I'm sure you're proud. Congratulations, I guess, for the partnership. In an Instagram post on Tuesday, June 16, Smith reflected on his journey with Christian Louboutin, in which he was appointed in September 2005. Among pictures, the 27-year-old posted a photo that would show him stripped completely naked but covered in red. This. I don't even think. I know this wasn't your idea, and you have the paint over your face. This is probably something symbolic. Damn, I go out like this. I don't even know if anybody could do anything to protect you. Yeah, you understand? Cause that's it. Just feels like Will got up there and did this thing where he smacked Chris Rock in the face, talking about Jada, but he couldn't encourage you not to do. I don't know. My son, I just had my. Well, in the end, was blissfully and mystically. What is this? Likely stems from a promotional photo shoot that Smith captured for the launch of the fall winter 2006. Who's wearing this? I mean, who's this for? I just want to know that. Is this for the. Here's the thing. This is what I want to say to everyone. When you get into the game, to the hip hop entertainment game, having worked for a number of record labels, there are people who just, it seems like, let me say that, it seems like there's people that are around and you don't know where they came from, right? And this is every label. When I worked for, and understand what I'm saying when I say this, when I worked for Rough Rider, there was a stylist that was always around. He was apparently gay, right? And my question, hear me out. My question in my head was, who hired him? It was like an anomaly of all these thug niggas and dangerous ass felons always around, and then you had the one gay guy telling people how to dress. So my thought was, did you guys hire this guy to, or was he Was he told he had to? Listen, I need a favor. Take him. Now, I was telling him what is fashionable. Now, I don't know that guy, and this is nothing to get his lifestyle. This is not about his lifestyle. But I'm trying to get to a point where are people placed and then told, this is what I want you to promote, right? So I want you to promote Celine. I want you to Saint Laurent. I want you to promote Alexander McQueen, right? But you trying to tell me out of all the people on this earth, there are absolutely no black designers? There would never, shout out to Chapoy too. There was no black designers? Shout out to Fichette out of Mount Vernon. There was no black designers? Shout out to Amir Fashion. There was no black designers? Because it felt like at one point in time, before you're selling out for the dollar, called Kana, definitely a thing. Fubu was definitely a thing. But it's like, yo, if they make clothes that you could afford, it's whack. It got to be something that nobody can afford. That's not exclusive. That's not exclusive. We all could go out and get the same piece, but the same piece costs $300, $500. Not exclusive. Exclusive is one piece. That's exclusive. I'm about to make this one piece for you right now. Exclusive is calling up Dap in the middle of the night, like, yo, I need something. I get on it. And it's a unique piece that nobody else gonna have. Yo, if we're gonna get back to hip hop, we're gonna get back to hip hop. Right? So, Jaden Smith, I can't endorse this, and I had to call you out. I had to call you. And I'm thinking about my design. I'm thinking about the Christian Louboutin men's uniform that we're creating. I'm sure you are, and that's the problem right there. You're not thinking about Jaden. I want to see something inspired by Jaden for, you know what I'm saying, for you and your circle. Even though y'all got some queer business going on over there, I still want to see what it is. Even though I'm still interested in what you're going to create, right? Because just because you queer don't mean you can't create something. Yo, many queers have and still do. But have the confidence to be unique. That's what I want to get. Be unique, bro. Heterosexual or queer, be unique. That's all I got to say. And that's all I got to say about that. And here we go. You subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the hype button.